Didn't I
Alright, so
request no more fertilizer shipments be brought on board? Who keeps ordering these?
I have no idea. Hey guys, what is up? This is Lucian Uplogs here, and today we're back with some more Outer Worlds. Now, last time I'm apologizing for not editing that video. That video will get edited and re-uploaded a little bit later in the future, but I really had to put this up so I can record and put this one up. Why? I made a promise. That being said, though, today is going to be the day that we finish up entirely what the main story is in Outer Worlds. We've done a lot of side quests. We did pretty much most of the main side quests I wanted to show to the series. To the main series, at least, we've done a lot, but it is time to save Phineas. So before we do that, we are going to take a select few companions with us. First things first, though, is that we're going to have to upgrade some weapons and armor. But I'm going to talk, through that as I continue not to talk. Anyway, so yeah, we're gonna be tinkering some items. So we're gonna be go ahead and leveling up our mind control ray and just leveling up everything as high as we possibly can with the rest of our money, to at least 29 or 30. We definitely can level this up some. Security, what it can stay at the same level because I doubt we're gonna use it too much. Max is he's only level 20. He's gonna take a lot of bits to do. We'll spend it because literally, real speaking, we're not going to use it for anything else right now. We'll get to 29. We are going, actually, well, it's going to be obvious from the weapons I'm leveling up, but yeah, I'm going to bring a select few characters with me. If you guys remember, you could probably guess which the characters are. Armor-wise, we are perfectly fine. Our own armor isn't the greatest, 62, but everyone else's armor isn't that bad. Yeah, so we're good on armor for the most part. I believe so, indeed. And whoever, I would take is probably going to get the MSI armor set back. So yeah. Alright, so with that being said, I think the only thing left to do is to tell you guys who I'm taking with me. And also, to go ahead and go to Tartar. So today is the day. Today is the day we save Phoenix. Now, you guys may be thinking I'm taking Pravarti. That's not true. You are about to assault the labyrinth on Tartarus and determine the fate of the Halcyon colony. Saves made after this point can only finish the main story on Tartarus. Side quests and downloaded content DLC such as Pearl and Gorn or Mortar News will be unavailable for any save made beyond this point. If there's anything you want to do before you enter the prison, do it now before you cross the point of no return. Would you like to continue? But here we go.
I am pleased to inform you that we have arrived at the labyrinth. Please be advised that the punishment for trespassing is execution. Please be advised that electrical storms on the surface of Tartarus make departure impossible at this time.
You know anything useful about Tartarus?
Resident count is as follows: 3,071. Resident deaths, including but not limited to executions, are as follows: 1,684. Resident escapes are as follows: 0. The interior can
That's
be
going to
chilly.
change.
Take a scarf with you, Captain. I would also ask that you leave your captain's ID with me, in the event that you do not return.
Aww. You promise not to leave without me,
I can make
Ada?
the assurance that I will not leave with another captain unless you do not return within 876,541,652 hours. Oh, speak of the devil. Captain, I am receiving...
Damn, how long is
from
that?
the prison's docking authority now.
Attention, unauthorized spacecraft. This is a maximum security installation. Your presence here is an explicit violation of UDL corporate policy. You are hereby confined to your docking platform until a ticket detailing your crimes has been filed and notarized, at which point your vessel will be seized and you will be executed.
Wait, this is tier 2? My mistake. I'll leave. I'll just leave.
You're not permitted to leave until you remit payment for your fines and submit yourself to execution. Only after your smoking corpse is thrown from an airlock will we lift the lockdown on your spacecraft.
Captain, I would not recommend this course of action.
Hey, how do I know you're a real officer under that helmet? Show me your
All right.
ID.
I'm feeling generous. I'm transmitting the ID of a productive, law-abiding employee so you can see what one looks like before you die. Anyway, Tartarus Docking Authority signing up. Hang on. Another ship just pulled into your dock. Wait, is that from the groundbreaker? What the? Pay no mind to that. Just have a pleasant day.
Transmission.
Oh, we paying mind to it.
Biometric ID received. Transferring data to external cartridge. How can I be of assistance? Goodbye.
Talk to you later, Ayla. Let's do this. The two characters that I'm gonna bringing along with me for this journey. It's not Pavarti. I was gonna do Pavarti at first. We've used Pavarti a lot in the journey. We're gonna be using her way more forward. Max. He's been sitting in the back for a very long time. And Ellie. It's her time to step up and shine here. Now, I was gonna say, psych, we put in Felix. We got to get these two together once again. I'm gonna have the pairing of Ellie and Max in the DLC in the next episode. For this episode, we're gonna get the original crew that's been stuck with us at least for the longest time. Ellie is, I believe, the newest member of the crew, so we're gonna spend her time later. Plus, we just did finish her companion side quest not too long ago, so I was gonna blah blah blah. Sorry, can't talk. So I decided to go ahead and take Max and Felix with me because they haven't even shown either one of their side quests. I don't believe all the way through, from what I remember. But anyway, we do have this gun out here, the mine ray. Now, I'm going to be using this, but for now, we're going to bring back our perspective. We can go ahead and just walk on through. We don't even have to fight too much here. The Mardettes are here because we did the convenience side quest, or did the side quest for the groundbreakers, so they're here to support us as we try to, get convenience to help them out. Why? I don't really know. If I could tell, I can't really tell you. So yeah, we'll let them take care of this. Felix, Max. Oh shit! I couldn't just leave them. Why didn't I just leave them? Oh god! Yeah, these guys are strong. Level 29, higher level than us actually. So we actually might want to kill some of them. Yeah, let me go ahead and do that. Oh, we got a commander. Bop, bop. Alright, so we get a couple more. Oh! Get him! Oh shit, did Max go down? I think Max went down. I have to give him that armor. Bow! 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 Oh! Just taking damage. Alright, so we get to level 29. On par with the guards now. I know we came in late. We're gonna, first things first, let's go ahead and give that armor to Max real quick. So I'm pretty sure his armor, yeah, he had the lowest armor. So we're gonna go ahead and give that armor to him. Is his helmet good though? No, his helmet's not good. Just give him the full MSI set. I'm pretty sure that he, I don't know. He didn't like the Iconoclast. So he actually might like wearing the MSI set a little bit better than the Iconoclast set. It's also more well suited for him. And also, Felix.
Wonder how long
actually no.
Entering the labyrinth is the easy part. Making it back out. I'm still trusting your plan on that one, Captain.
Well, alright then, Max. Thanks, I guess. Alright, well, we're going down the elevator. Let's go ahead and level up our last points. I'm going to put in our last little bit of points into Persuasion. Yeah. Disclaimer. Alright.
I suppose
Here.
it would be too late to back out now, huh? Fear not, Captain. I'll watch your back.
Thank you, Max. Felix, I know you're watching our backs too. We're gonna go this way, and this is where we can start using the mind control ray. So if we take out the mind control ray, use it on someone. I'm hostile.
Nice one, Captain. Fate shines on us today.
So we debuff them and we mind control them at the same time. They still do the same amount of damage. So everyone else, including our companions, can kill them a little bit faster. So I'm gonna take some of this stuff here. Bop, 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 bop. Now we're just gonna kind of run through here. Mind control ray. We're gonna always make sure it's always reloaded because we don't want to get stuck in the situation where we're running out of ammo because they won't become mind controlled. for very long after you stop attaching after you stop your attachment to them. So just be wary of that. We're gonna go this way, and you can actually jump up here. Oh, that's not where I wanted to jump. Actually, I think it is, because I think we can make all these jumps. So jump up here. Probably wondering what the new guy's doing up here, jumping on top of boxes and shit like the Power Ranger. Alright. Can I stay still for a little bit? It's fine. So they just kind of kill him. He's like, oh, he's crazy, he's crazy. Just doing our job. Oh, Felix just... How did Felix die? Kick him in the back.
Your life was merely an illusion anyway.
Wow. Oh, look at Felix. A slow motion for Felix. Oh, shit. Oh. That's Felix gone. Let's bring out the prismatic hammer. I may have fucked up. No, crap. I forgot the controls. Okay. Back up. These can be more strong. Bam. One shot capabilities. Bam. Oh, this is the medic droid. That was a combat droid. Goes in. Bam. Prismatic hammer do big boy damage. We carrying it all the way to the end. But yeah, the mind controller can be used for that. We got in a little bit of a sticky situation there, but you know those are kind of the problems with the mind control rate as well. You have to make sure you're cloaked to pretty much use. If you get seen while using it, it's not going to be a good day for you. Possibly. So just make sure you're cloaked while using it. Bam! 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 I'm smart. Sorry, guys. Alright, this gets us to the pit access. See what they got in here real quick. Pretty much can use this to sell a bunch of stuff. Let's see if they have any good mods or weapons. I don't really see anything though. There is a workbench right there, so just use it if you did not level your weapons up. But this is the transition to the pit. This is my personal favorite part of the this quest of the main story. You're gonna see why coming up here in a second. I'm gonna explain why, because it's one of the reasons why I love Outer Worlds. And hey, a hint: this loading screen has a lot to do with it. Hint. So if you just wait a little bit, we are gonna take out these lower guards because with ID plus sneak is not the worst task to do. We just have to make sure we keep on sneaking so we don't oh, okay, it's fine. I was gonna say not because we don't get caught, because we do more damage when we're sneaking no matter what. And we also want to make sure we're using our TTD and making sure we revive and heal our teammates when we can, because we're definitely gonna have to need them a little bit later. Bam. The targeting system too sometimes. We actually haven't used the targeting system too much. I highly recommend that you start using it during this mission. If you haven't used it at all, use it during this mission, because your teammates will be attacking people that they shouldn't be attacking, and you need to direct them to attack the right person and lead them out of sometimes. Or in. Sure. These guards. We don't have to. Anyone with heavy armor or standard armor, we don't have to go ahead and sneak. Oh. These do anything? Alright, so we take the lift up. So we have some hinking, what it seems like hibernation chambers or cells here. Imagine, I actually had never noticed this before. These are what I'm assuming are some of the cells and storage, maybe. But they have hinking of what looks to be hibernation.
Let's go, troops. Stellar base counting on us.
Notice that before. But here we go. This is one of the reasons why I love using this weapon. This is another reason why I also brought the trimmer axe and the security side. So this is one of the times where the game actually matters. The side quest actually matters and affect your world. Doing some of these side quests, people that you have helped will be coming down to help you out in your situation. Just remember that. Why are they shooting at me just now? What the hell? I think that was like in the front of their builds. I was tanking for them. You're welcome. So right now the Iconoclasts are here because we helped Sora and Sanjar make their differences out on Monarch. So we have the pit exit. Here we're gonna let them do their thing. I don't even think if we kill every guard here, we won't get the
Oh, no.
Yep.
Don't tell anyone, please. Thank you.
What the hell? I was really going to hit her. What happened there? I was literally going to hit her and that happened. Alright, we'll let the Kaikas do their thing. They're good fighters. Zora as their... Be careful, some of these guys have N-Ray on their weapons. It's like N-Ray and acid, which is a very, very damaging sometimes to us. They have very strong elements. Bam! Ooh, I forgot I did not have the prismatic camera out. Let's go ahead and pull that out. Yeah, once again, sorry. Got the controls, playing other games recently. Oh, it actually wasn't a bad. Let's blind you. Max. That's not Max, but it's whatever. Looks though. Pop. Pop. Pop.
Everyone all right?
Yes, yes, yes. Yes, so everyone, I guess I should mention this now. The reason why I did bring Max and Felix was not only because I kinda, dick their side episodes, but it was also because that these are the two most likely people I feel like would leave the ship. Max because they, you know, he's been through the prison before, so it makes sense to have Max with us. And Felix because it doesn't really make sense for him to stay and try to defend the ship. I felt that's something more Pavardi and Yoko would do because Yoko wants to protect Pavardi and the crew. She doesn't want, you know, the same thing that happened to her crew, their crew, so she sits there and protects them. You know, Ellie, I felt would be there because she's a doctor. You know, you don't want her traveling out. Right here. This is where Chairman Maxwell would have been if we didn't kill Akande, I believe her name was. But going through that takes us to the next level of the pit. If you do bring Felix with you while you go to there and Chairman walks over there, you can try and negotiate with him on how to save the planet. But if you do, Felix will leave the group. It's one of the few teams the game will make a teammate leave the group for one of your decisions.
Get in there and
Alright, so... Oh my god. Are those MSI? Okay, good. Alright, so yeah. I'm gonna help out the MSI here because they're good fighters too, but I just don't think they're as good as the Iconoclast. We're gonna make sure and get a couple kills here. Pretty sure Felix doesn't like that, MSI or Iconoclast, but if he were to have to pick a side, I think he might pick the Iconoclast actually now that Graham's not under his leadership, so he actually would like the Iconoclast. So I actually should give Felix the Iconoclast armor, because what are you wearing right now? Is it better or worse than the Iconoclast? It's a little bit worse considering what the level is, but the stats you get off of it is unbeatable. This is one of those things, so yeah, you can take that, Felix.
You, ain't feeling jittery, are you? 'Cause I'm not.
Everything in my life has been leading me to this point. I believe I am ready for this.
Ready for this too.
After all you've done, all the work you've destroyed, all the money you've cost me, your misguided crusade has doomed Halcyon.
Doomed. Phineas and I are saving the colony.
That crackpot's plan is ludicrous. We have steps, action items, budgets, and reports. All he's got is a guilty conscience and lofty dreams. In any other circumstance, I'd admire your boldness. In this one, however, I have only 2 words for you. Fuck off.
Whoa, no, there's no call for the hostility.
No call for... You unbelievable bastard. Sophia
What?
should be the one wasting her time with you, but you killed her. I'll have you hanged.
Of course.
Quartered. Bankrupted.
Nah.
Thankfully, you're in a prison already. Find the nearest cell and wait until I'm done here. Then I'll drag you to the execution
Oh.
myself.
Oh, of course. How long until you're done?
Is that sarcasm? Do you know what I do to people who employ the lowest, most base form of humor? I fire them. Alas, as you are woefully unemployed, I'll have to do the next best thing and have you killed. In the next room is the finest automechanical purveyor of death ever made.
Nah,
Try
we
not
ain't
to
talking
scratch
nothing
that
now.
paint with your skull. It was fucking expensive.
I can't wait to get there and kill you. Alright. Akande would be there. Talking to you. Believe that you can also try to debate something out with her as well. This door, if you have the both hack and lockpick requirements, I believe they are both 100, you can shut down this boss. Now, I could do is I could backtrack all the way back and go to the point machine that I haven't used at all so far this series, and I would go ahead and reverse it to make it so I would be able to do that. But we're not doing that. We're gonna fight this thing one-on-one. This is RAM, so what I like to do starting off is I'd like to go ahead, take a melee weapon or just a range weapon, and try to knock it down. Get some nice damage here. Make sure your teammates are attacking it. And oh my god, look how far he fell. Get your teammates to attack it. And since these guys both have stun, we can actually double stun Stam here.
Here's a little trick I learned in prison.
Do that kind of fast. Don't have to do that in succession. Pretty sure it's made longer if you do it the other way around. But as Sam gets up, what I like to do is I start slowing down time, doing TTG. And I wait for Ram to get up. Sorry, I said Sam. Get our mind control ray. We get into some type of the best cover that we can get. And we start using it on Ram. Ram will become band controlled. Crap. Oh god. Oh no. It's not going as planned at all. Reload, reload, reload. Okay, what I was gonna do is I was gonna use Ram as protection. Oh, that was so close. Whoo, that came down to the wire. Okay, yes, if you do kill Ram in time, all of the drones die. There is another wave of drones after this that I don't believe opened up, but we got him so low that all of the waves of drones opened up. Okay, so the strategy was use the mind control way to get on mind control until you turned around and would take damage from the drones and also help kill them, which is how we end up killing him in the end. Mind control Ray is very good. So I'm very glad we were able to use more than one science weapon. Oh, forgot to get the key card from Ray up there. Other than that, though, very, very difficulty spiking boss fight. We have never fought anything like this in the game quite yet. So, difficulty spike kind of boss fight, yes it is. Okay. Good job, Felix. Good job, Max. Through this door. Now, you might be wondering why I'm bringing out a gun. And I'm bringing out a gun that we could have used and leveled up, but we didn't. Phineas' rifle. I was saving it just for this moment to actually use it.
See, the last that had to hurt.
Whew! That quick scope 3 bursts. Goodbye, Trimmer Walkwell.
Get me out of here!
No, Phineas! Dun 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 dun. Nah, I'm just playing with you, Phineas.
You don't know how glad I am to see you. You lunatic. You broke into the board's own fortress and killed the chairman just to rescue one doddering old man? You are absolutely out of your mind. And I can't begin to thank you enough.
The board never stood a chance.
All in a day's work for you, huh? You've broken the board's stranglehold on this colony, and you saved my life. But there's still so much we have yet to accomplish. You and I are going to have to work harder than ever to save Halcyon. I'm afraid the situation is far worse than any of us ever anticipated.
Great. I was just about to pop on some drinks and celebrate.
I would like nothing more than to celebrate this victory, but we have a serious problem on our hands.
What is it?
Earth has gone dark. We haven't received a single message in 3 years. There's been no communication, no signals, nothing. 2 years ago, the Earth's Directorate's frigate disappeared on their way back to Earth. We don't know what they discovered when they arrived, or if they arrived at all.
Hold on, Doc. Are you telling me the Earth went dark 3 years ago, and the board's just been covering this up?
They've been incredibly effective at concealing the truth. Right now, the only people in the colony who know are standing in this room.
Earth is only an idea to us. But that idea is the bedrock the colony is built upon. If people were to find out it's gone dark, the shock could be too much to bear.
I don't want to imagine what'll happen once news gets out. Let's just keep this between us for now. We're in serious trouble, my friend.
Good idea.
Do you know what this means for Halcyon? We can't rely on Earth for support anymore. We've been cut loose. We're entirely on our own.
Man. Hold on. I need to ask you a couple things.
Yes, certainly. I'll help.
Before I ask him, I do know that there was some hints throughout the story and some of the side quests that would lead you to conclusion that we just been cut off from Earth completely. We have lost complete contact with them. There was hints there. One of the hints is in a side mission on Groundbreaker that did not show, but it's probably the biggest hint I believe that you will get. What do you think happened?
I don't know what happened, but something must have gone horribly wrong. I don't know why Earth's gone silent. I don't even know if Earth exists anymore. We have no connection back to Earth, and return is likely impossible. We're completely alone out here.
Mission of frigate disappearing?
You might have heard of the Earth Directorate's frigate. Half the colony's entire military was on that ship. They were returning to Earth when they vanished without a trace. That was 2 years ago. We haven't heard a word from them since. Whatever happened to Earth likely happened to them.
Okay, there's something else though I know about the other colonists.
I wasn't trying to hide the truth from you, but after all you've done, I owe you an explanation. Yes, I experimented on the Hope's colonists. Each of my experiments ended in catastrophic failure. Each of my subjects died in agony. You are my first and only success. I didn't tell you about the others because I didn't want to burden you. My failures are my own to bear, not yours.
I forgive Phineas. I forgive him because unlike the board that were killing people, when they killed people and did experiments to people, they didn't care that much. That much. Most of the board members did not care. Take Akande, for example. She was going to kill all of the people in Edgewater. Did not care about their lives, didn't care about if they could help them out, didn't care about nothing like that. But Phineas, though, he does, he experiences empathy, and he experiences, guilt over that, over what he did. He's affected by it. Which is why I forgive him, because he was not only doing it he didn't want to kill them, but he was doing it to save the colony, because he knew the colony, something was wrong. And he knew about the hope, and he knew that they're more than likely were not going to, revive us. So I forgive him.
Thank you. Perhaps in time I'll learn to forgive myself. My apologies. I need to get a hold of myself. We've far more pressing issues to worry about right now. If you have any more questions, ask me. I'll answer as best I can.
I don't have any more questions. We got work to do,
Yes, we do. You've done a marvelous thing. You've succeeded where anyone else would have failed, including me. We must begin the revival process immediately, starting with the Hope's brightest minds, and then we're going to fix this damn colony, one problem at a time. We're going to need a leader, and I can't imagine a better person for the job than you. What do you say, old friend? Will you help us?
You can count on me, bro. I'll help you revive the other colonists.
When I revived you, I thought you were going to help me save this colony. I was wrong. I had our roles reversed, you see. You're the one who's going to save us all. I'm just the one who set you on your path. You're the best thing to ever happen to Halcyon. If you want to take it upon yourself to lead this colony, you have my support. We're not a colony any longer, are we? Our last connection to Earth has been severed, and so we have been set free. Our future is uncertain, and no one knows what tomorrow holds. Exciting, isn't it?
It is. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, everybody
The
will be
OSI
watching.
teaches that everything in the universe happens according to the grand
This is
plan.
the end.
But the stranger
This is
that
our
arrived
ending
in
that we
Halcyon
got.
was an unplanned variable. From the moment he landed in Emerald Vale, his actions altered the course of history. The events on Tartarus brought about the end of the board's authority. But the board's mistakes would haunt the colony for decades to come. The damage they left behind would require the work of a generation to repair. Dr. Phineas Wells began reviving a handful of the Hope's colonists. Engineers, scientists, technicians, and intellectuals. They were among the brightest minds the Earth had ever sent out into the stars. The Hope scientists and engineers woke up in a colony descending headlong into total collapse. With no way to return to Earth, they had no choice but to band together and devote themselves to the cause of saving Halcyon. The people of Halcyon were nothing if not hardy. In the absence of the board's authority, many of the colony's settlements banded together with a single purpose in mind: survival. Life was especially hard in the years to come. Some towns dissolved by attrition and starvation, but most of them found a way to carry on. In the years to come, Halcyon was forced to reckon with its newfound freedom. The board was gone, and for better or worse, the colony was responsible for its own destiny. Between MSI's worker-centric policies and the iconoclast's manpower, Sanjar and Zora were able to rally many of the Terra 2 townships to their cause. MSI's workforce swelled, and the iconoclasts enjoyed a significant surge in their ranks. The board was too distracted by infighting and internal politics to stop MSI from becoming a powerful corporation and a refuge for townships that might have fallen through the cracks. Consumed by paranoia, Lilia Hagen took Sublight Salvage in a controversial direction, openly accusing board officials of an extraterrestrial conspiracy. One day, an accident at the Groundbreaker's docking bay silenced her forever. Time would tell if her replacement could keep the Sublight family together. Adelaide McDevitt replaced Reed Thompson as the leader of Edgewater. She and her followers transformed Edgewater in their image. Anyone loyal to Reed was pressured into leaving town, and those who stayed behind adapted to her way of life. Adelaide transformed the old cannery into a new garden. The nearby Edgewater Cemetery provided a convenient source of fertilizer. Under the leadership of Junlei Tennyson, The Groundbreaker held firm against corporate influence. The ship's mechanical stability gave Junlei the time to educate a promising generation of engineers, schooled in her family's traditions. The future of the Groundbreaker looks promising. The rediscovery of the Hope and the abandonment of the lifetime employment program forced Byzantium to come to terms with some uncomfortable realities about the state of Halcyon. While Byzantines were reluctant to surrender the luxuries they'd grown accustomed to, the board's diminished authority gave them little choice in the matter. Nearly everyone had to learn to make do with less. Some even had to get jobs. It was a dark time indeed. Your influence shifted Ellie's perspective. She finally admitted, albeit grudgingly, that she just might need other people. Sometimes. With a steady income from the life insurance payouts, she was finally able to afford a ship of her own. She hired a small crew and flew supply missions to communities on the fringe. Some of them were even legal. Life in Halcyon was sobering for Felix Mills.
That's our Ellie.
The grand revolution he dreamed of never came. There was no great awakening for the colony, no celebrations in the streets. There was only the hard, desperate work of trying to repair a broken colony. Felix never had a head for numbers, but if there was labor to be done, he was there to help. Eventually, Felix realized that the work of a revolution was done with two hands. As much as he enjoyed his adventures aboard the Unreliable, the vicar, known as Max, eventually decided that it was time to move on, to live out the life he had sought so long to create. He knew there were many in the colony who carried burdens much worse than the ones he had struggled with, and he devoted himself to easing their suffering wherever he could. He only ever took up arms again to defend the defenseless. Unshackled from a lifetime of striving and fighting the universe and himself, Vicar Maximilian de Soto was finally at peace. Once the matter with the Hope colonists was resolved,
our girl
bashfully asked Parvati
shout out to Max 2 though. Shout out to Max 2.
Join her permanently on the Groundbreaker, and Parvati enthusiastically, if somewhat awkwardly, agreed. The stories of her adventures spread across the colony, and Parvati soon found herself the center of attention. Having served as the engineer of a renowned spacecraft, tramp freighters and wildcat miners sought her out by name. And in no time, she was a fixture in the Groundbreaker's mechanical ecosystem. She and Junlei were never far apart. Nyoka returned to Monarch to take another crack at making a permanent life for herself. She formed the Charon Group, a mercenary outfit of ragtag survivalists and wilderness experts. Anyone in need of a guide, or just looking to throw back a beer and swap stories, could find her camping on the trail or clearing an infestation. The SAM unit that accompanied you spread awareness of the product line's superior sanitation and maintenance capabilities across what was left of the colony. This led to a boost in SAM unit sales. Did you know that SAM units are the longest-lasting, toughest-acting cleaning solution in Halcyon? Minister Clark was released from house arrest, and his contact with you gave him a sense of renewed purpose and vigor. Once it became clear that no help would be coming from Earth, he threw his considerable efforts and talents into helping Halcyon manage the crisis before it. As for Dr. Phineas Wells, he spent his remaining years in his orbital lab. He eventually came to terms with his own past and was able to forgive the mistakes of his younger self by devoting his remaining years to serving the colony. In the end, Dr. Wells was able to save every scientist and engineer aboard the Hope. Over the next decade, nearly all of the Hope's remaining colonists were successfully revived. Halcyon saw a period of rapid technological and scientific advancement. Breakthroughs in dietary supplements saved the colony from starvation. Geoengineering projects and social reforms began to change the structure and character of the colony. Dr. Wells laid the groundwork for the project to save the colony, but he would never live to see the fruits of his labor. He passed away a few years later. His work was carried on by the scientists and engineers he revived.
Can I get an
Today,
RIP in
Halcyon
the
has
chat
stabilized.
for Phineas
The
Wells?
people of the colony work hard to adapt to their new circumstances. Nearby colonies send aid and supplies. Life will never be easy in Halcyon, but for the first time in its history, there exists a sense of real, genuine hope about the future. And what about you, the unplanned variable in the history of Halcyon? Long after Wells passed away, you carried on his work with more energy, determination, and brilliance than he could ever muster. The years that followed were hard, but Halcyon survived by the efforts of the Hope's most promising colonists, the greatest of which was you. No one knows what's happened to Earth, and no one knows what the future has in store for Halcyon. All we know for certain is this: the name of the Unreliable and that of its intrepid captain will remain the subject of countless stories for years to come.
Ladies and gentlemen, that was our ending. Mostly good. I think that is what we can say, probably the best ending that you could possibly get from this game, in my opinion, that I've seen. If there is a way to keep Phineas Wells alive for longer, then I just, didn't get it. But any ending that has you siding with the board in any type of way, even if you're working with the board with Phineas somehow, I don't think that's a good ending because, board's just not it with it, bro. They weren't gonna change their ways. Anyway. It's Outer Worlds. I had a lot of fun playing this game again and recording it again. More fun than I thought I would, to be honest with you. I was just thinking that at some point that I was just gonna have to grind it through and finish it. And I, even if it wasn't a game I played, but I found myself a lot of times just chilling and just wanting to play this game, like a lot of the times too. Not even, how could I put it? Yeah. I can't even put it into words if I'm being honest. These credits? Yeah, put them credits back on the screen. My bad, bro. I didn't mean to skip them. But yeah. A lot of times I'd find myself wanting to play this game over newer games. Like, I bought Straw Humans 2. I played it. I had fun with it. And then I was like, I want to play some Outer Worlds. Modern Warfare 2, that just came out. I found myself wanting to play Outer Worlds and record Outer Worlds. Other games that I was playing at the time, I was trying to finish Monster Hunter Iceborne at one point. I wanted to get on Outer Worlds. I was playing Overwatch 2, and I wanted to record Outer Worlds. I was trying to get back into Overwatch 2 before it came out, and I wanted to get Outer Worlds. Then other games that came out, I wanted to go and record Outer Worlds. But it's finally done for the main story. We have the DLC to get to, though. It's not over yet. The DLC, we're going to get that. We're going to get those endings to the DLC. And then in one final video, I'm going to have shown the DLC with all the other endings, just to see if they have them. If they don't have any endings, so I'm not quite sure, I want to find out for myself, then I'll just upload, the finales. And maybe I'll do something like show the different endings, because even myself, I went back to see the different endings when I first played through the DLCs. I haven't played through the DLCs again, though, with any other characters. I have only technically played one of them. This would be my third time. I've only played Gorgon once, though. But for one of them, I was recording Murder Enderers. So I ended up having my separate own playthrough and then making my other playthrough as well. I kind of wish I would have kept the original playthrough and being able to record it, but I was being dumb at the time. And I really wasn't going to use it because I was going through something. But yeah, we're going to be able to play it to the channel for the third time. Murder on Gorgon, though, that's the DLC that I'm excited to play. However, I will be saving that DLC for last. Chronologically, I want to say that you're able to go to the Murder on Enderus DLC, or the Murder DLC, that's what I'm just going to call it, before you can go to Gorgon. Gorgon seems to come much later, and I believe it does have some higher level enemies in it. I don't think they're the same level as, the other DLC. So yeah, that's just, I'm going to be going to the other one first. It's also where we can get the rest of our science weapons that I want to get from the playthrough, pretty much, that I'm going to be actually consistently using. Each DLC has 3 science weapons. I'm going to be picking them up all, and they all are going to be used in some way. Ellie's going to be using 2 of them. That's the only hint I will give you. Anyway. Wow, I really wish this wasn't going fast. This dude's like saying all of his thanks to you. He shouted out his fiance and his best friend. That's really cool of him to do. To shout out, you know, those 2 people specifically to support you. But yeah, that's pretty much it. That's all I really have to say. I really hope you guys enjoyed the video. Excuse me. I hope you guys enjoyed the series. So I don't really think I need to show the need to make either one of these, but ladies and gentlemen, that's it for Outer Worlds. I'm ready to play the DLC. I'm really excited to show you guys the DLC. I hope you guys do join me on it, but I've already said enough. I've said more than enough. Like, comment, subscribe to this video if you enjoyed this series. Any video you enjoyed, like, comment, subscribe to this video, especially this video. And I'll see you guys